This is the Zach Ansbury Show.
Your dad has had a really significant influence on your life. You know, he helped you choose your, education was primary, and then that got you through your PhD or helped you to achieve that. In terms of your academic career, is some sort of mentorship or having a mentor a really big thing for you? And if so, how did you go about gaining them, and how do you think that they've helped shape your career?
Yeah, so there are three people that I have in mind. When I was at the very early stage of my career, my first position in Troyes, I was very, very influenced by Pierre Chandon, who is professor at INSEAD.
You know Pierre Chandon.
You know Pierre Chandon?
No, I've been looking to find someone who knows him, so this is very good timing.
He's French, but he publishes in the best international journals.
He does quite a bit. He's located in Singapore at the moment. Is that right?
Fontainebleau. Yeah.
He must. I'll have to double check his details on research. Okay, then
and I didn't know him at that time. I know him now because at ACR, I met him. I had a lunch with him in Chicago in 2015. I was like, wow. I was impressed. And the guy is just, he's super cool. Not as cool as Gavin, but he's super cool, but he's so clever. So for instance, I asked him if I could attend the summer camp at INSEAD. So it's a day where they invite people from universities overseas, so top academics, and there is 6 presentations over the day. Yeah. And so he said, yes, sure, you can attend. I was like, wow, cool to be, included in the bunch of people attending the thing. And he was like not paying attention to what was said by, the people presenting their work. But still, at the end of the presentation, he was the guy who had the most interesting question. And I was like, how can you do that? He was, reading his paper, checking his mail, and I was focused on the presentation, couldn't get a word. And at the end, he was the one who had the best, the most interesting question. So, and I just wanted to say that, I wanted to have that exact same career, being in a top school, which is still not the case, but anyway, he is really, really a clever guy, but in a good way. He's not the scientist, with the gray hair, and he's just, it's just a good balance of everything. And the thing is, he has so many good papers, but he's more famous for his case studies, even though his papers are in the top journals. And that means that he's a very efficient academic, but he has also a very strong connection with the industry. I guess because it is at INSEAD, and most of the alumni or the students are from industry, nice companies. But the thing is, that is to me what I would like to become in the near future. Yeah. And that's why I try to do some case studies as well. But the thing is, so this is one mentor. The other one was Barry Babin, editor of JBR at the time. I visited him for maybe a little less than 2 months in 2009 in Louisiana. Super nice guy, very efficient in terms of publications, but still so warm, Absolutely not the kind of guy who doesn't even say hello when you cross the
corridor.
Yeah, the corridor. So I like this idea of having very efficient guys that remain warm, absolutely not egoistic or whatever. And for instance, every Friday afternoon at 5 p.m., he had a drink with his PhD students.
Really?
At the bar of the university. And I just find that great. So, and I attended some classes he gave at the PhD level. So, and he's so, so warm, so benevolent, so generous, absolutely no distance between him and the students, and he has a background from the industry, so he was an engineer, and he moved to the academia in marketing, and he's also super strong in methods. So he's one of the authors of multivariate data analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is one real mentor for me, and the third one is Gavin Fitzsimmons at Duke. So I sent him an email to ask if I could come to Duke. He never heard of me before, and he replied, "Yes, sure. Why not? There's quite a good fit between what you do and what we do, so yeah, you can come." And I remember the first day I was at Duke University, so we had a meeting at 9:30 a.m. at Duke, and I was waiting for maybe 10 minutes. I didn't want to be late, and I saw this guy coming, in the corridor wearing a T-shirt with the logo of the football team of the university, shorts and sneakers. Yeah, so some Converse. Yeah,
that's amazing. That's so
inviting
good.
me at the restaurant of the university at lunch to talk about research and discussing about cars, sports, and the guy was, like publishing 4 JCP a year, Journal of Consumer Psychology, and I was like, wow. And so I was invited in his office to talk about research, and in his office there is no desk.
None at all.
Not at all. So there is 2 shelves with some awards, yeah, and there is a huge plasma TV, yeah, table, a small table,
Yeah, like a coffee table.
yeah, a coffee table, 2 seats, but that kind of very zen, very peaceful seats. I don't know how to explain. And so basically, when he works, is with his keyboard, yeah, and he works, and this basically the plasma TV is the screen, and so we had a Skype session with a co-author, and so instead of looking at the computer screen, we were looking at the plasma TV, and so it's super cool, super nice, and so prolific in terms of publications.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I love to hear about how people work because everyone works quite differently.
Oh, yeah. Pierre Chandon, for instance, so we were talking about the need to have some kind of physical activity to be, more effective in terms of cognitive tasks. Yeah. He has, in his office, as you said, when you go to the gym and you run.
A treadmill.
Yeah.
He has a treadmill in his office.
Yeah. Yeah, so that he can read papers and, in his office when he's at work. So, yeah.
That's excellent. I'll have to ask him about it when I meet him, hopefully soon.